You are listening to the Aim to Win in Business and Life podcast with Tony Coleman Brown, where we believe that in life, you're either winning or learning, but never losing. So let's get ready to win with Tony Coleman Brown.
Greetings and hello, Tony Coleman Brown here, and on today's episode of the Aim to Win in Business and Life podcast, we're going to talk about never giving up, how to stay focused on your goals and your dreams. So get ready to learn and get ready to win right now. Hi, this is Tony Coleman Brown, and I am so excited to be able to talk to you today about the law of circulation. And I want to talk about it as it relates to never giving up on your goals and your dreams. The law of circulation is all about flow. It's all about giving and receiving. And there's one thing that people should know, and that is that when you give, you should give with the expectations that you're not only going to receive, but you're going to receive back tenfold. And the funny thing is that you're not going to always receive from the same place that you gave. So oftentimes if you give and give and give on the job and you expect in return that you're going to get a promotion or you're going to get that increase or you're going to get that corner office that you were always looking for, it doesn't always happen like that. And life doesn't always happen like that. Sometimes you can give and do all the right things and bad things still will happen to you. Now, what do you do in those instances? Do you give up? Do you quit? Do you stop being your best? Well, no, you don't do those things. You don't give up. You don't quit. And usually it's during those times when you feel like you have reached the end of your ropes, when you truly feel like you're going to throw in the towel. Well, that's the time, my friend, when I have to tell you that you need to push. And when I say push, I'm not telling you to pray until something happens. I'm telling you to act until you manifest all of the things that you desire in life. You have to keep getting up. Like Les Brown says, when you fall, if you look up, then you can get up. You have to keep getting up. So here's what I want you to do. Every time you feel like giving up on your dreams because you feel like you've tried and you tried everything and nothing seems to be working, well, this is the time when you need to keep trying. Not long ago, me and a girlfriend of mine, we were talking about doing the thing. Right? And we were talking about how sometimes in life we go about doing this thing and we think that thing is going to be the thing. And then other times in life we'll stop doing that thing and we'll start doing another thing because we think that thing is going to be the thing. And then other times we stop doing that thing and start doing another thing because we think that thing is going to be the thing. Well, when the second thing turns out not to be the thing and the third thing turns out not to be the thing, or the fourth or the fifth or the sixth thing turn out not to be the thing, that doesn't mean you stop doing the damn thing. That means that you keep going. You stay focused. You stay clear on what it is you want to do and you keep trying. I mean, think about it from a perspective of all of the greats in the world. All of the great people like Albert Einstein, who invented light, like Benjamin Banneker, who invented the clock, or people like Booker T. Washington, who discovered all of the different uses of the peanut and truly discovered one of my favorite loves, peanut butter. Think about all of these great people. Think about think about Alex Haley, the writer of Roots. Just before Alex Haley completed Roots, he was about to commit suicide. He actually was at the tipping point where he was ready to just completely throw in the towel. But Alex Haley did not. He did not throw in the towel. He did not quit. And he gave to the world Roots, one of the greatest American sagas of all time. And if Albert Einstein didn't fail over 1,000 times, we wouldn't even have light. If Booker T. Washington didn't conduct so many experiments, we wouldn't have peanut butter. Think about all of the great inventors of the world. If you didn't reproduce your children, we wouldn't have them in the world. And who knows what gifts our children are going to contribute to the world, what messages they're going to convey. We don't know what they are, but we know and we hope and we pray that they're going to be great contributors of society. And your role in life simply may have been to give birth to that next superstar. We don't know what that is, but I can tell you this one thing. If we ever would have given up, we never will live to see exactly what it is that we're supposed to contribute to society. I tell you, you were meant to be here. Your ideas, your goals, your dreams, what you're supposed to contribute to this world, it's meant to be. What's for you is for you. And you have to understand that. And you have to not ever, ever, ever give up on your hopes and your dreams. If it's your desire to start a business, then start that business. Or if you're in business and your ideas just don't seem to be working out right now, that doesn't mean that it's time for you to throw in the towel. Or if you are working on a job and your corporate career is not going exactly the way it's supposed to go, that doesn't mean that it's time to throw in the towel. That means it's time for you to give more. That means it's time for you to get into action, get into massive action. Right now, just because it seems like things aren't working for you, that doesn't mean that it's not going to work for you in the future. So what I want to give you with this episode is the law of circulation, because one of the things that you have to do in order to receive all the things that you're looking for in life is to keep on giving. Keep on giving. And until you have given it your all, and you can say to yourself and be honest when you ask yourself this question, have I done all the things that I know that I can do to be successful? If you have not looked under every nook and every cranny for the answers, if you have not turned over every leaf to try to find the right mode of action that you should take to take you where you're looking to go in your business and in life, well then I want to impress upon you to look in every nook, look in every cranny, search inside of every book, look for the answers, look for the solutions. Search the internet, look high and low, get a mentor. But what you don't want to do is give up. Once again, it's all about giving and receiving. And if you have not given your all, then you won't receive your all. You know, the funny thing is, what you want to become is already inside of you. Before an apple is an apple, it's a seed. But when you see the seed of an apple, does it look like an apple? No, it does not look like an apple. It looks like a seed. But even though it doesn't look like what it's meant to be, it still is an apple. When you look at a pumpkin starts from a seed. Have you ever seen the size of pumpkin seeds? Pumpkin seeds are small. But pumpkins grow to be big, large vegetables. But is that seed not already a pumpkin? Yes, it is already a pumpkin. But you just cannot see that it is a pumpkin. So when you look at yourself, you are that person that you've always wanted to be. It's already there inside of you. You just have not nurtured it enough. You just have not given it enough. You just have not poured into it enough. You have to pour into yourself in order to be able to even give to other people. In order for you to give all that you have to give, in order to get all the things that you want to get, you have to pour into yourself. You have to invest in yourself. Invest in books. Invest in reading. Invest in learning. Invest in courses. Invest in you so that you can change. Every time you learn, you grow. And once you've been taught by education and experience, because trust and believe, education comes in multiple forms. It doesn't come just by reading a book. It doesn't come just by sitting in a classroom. Education comes from experience. And once you learn from experience, and once you learn even through education, once you've been stretched by knowledge, you cannot go back to the same person that you were before. You're different. You're informed. You've grown by 10 inches, and there's no going back. There's no shrinking. It's all about that circulation so that you can understand that the more you give, the more you receive. So you can understand that you have not because you gave not. You know, you hear people in the church talking about tithing, and they say that tithing works. You know, even in the Bible it says to give your first fruits. But you want to give your first fruits. You want to make sure you're giving in a way that's pleasing, that's knowledgeable. You're giving from a cup of overflow in your life. Everybody has a level of overflow in their lives. Some people think that they have nothing to give. But even if all you have to give are your words, give your words. Because your words can encourage someone. And it's all about understanding that you are the seed right now. And the seed has to be watered. The seed has to be fertilized. The seed has to be poured into before it becomes, and before you become the person that you've always wanted to be. So here's some tips for you as it relates to never giving up on your goals and your dreams and your passion. Here are some tips for you. Tip number 1, read. Reading is fundamental to success. It absolutely is. If you look at somebody like Warren Buffett says that he reads about 400 books. He lives a very simple life. It's not extravagant. He doesn't live in an extravagant home, but he's been able to amass a tremendous amount of wealth. And sometimes you have to decrease in order to increase. And you'll learn about all of these things when you read. Because a lot of times people say, oh, I can't afford to go to a Tony Robbins event for $650. Or people will say, I can't afford to attend a traffic and conversion conference for $1,000 plus airfare and hotel. Well, you may not be able to afford to attend all of those events. You may not be able to afford to get a course that you're looking for right now, but you can afford to read. You can read a lot on the internet. You can read a lot of articles, a lot of blog posts. You need to read. Reading is fundamental, and that's going to help to inspire you. That's going to help to motivate you. That's going to help to get you to the next level. That's going to help you to understand all of the things that you need to do in order to get what you want. Number 2, listen to podcasts or listen to your books on audible.com. Get an audible.com account and listen to books. If you don't want to read a book, listen to a book. But you have to understand that knowledge is power, and it's power when you take the knowledge and put it into action. Number 3, surround yourself with positive people. Even if you're in a situation where currently you have nothing but negative people around you, take some time out for yourself to go in a quiet place and listen to some positivity. Make YouTube your friend, because on YouTube there are tons and tons and tons of audio of T.D. Jakes, Les Brown, Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, all the great motivators of all time. You can listen to them on YouTube or watch them on YouTube, and this will help you to stay motivated. I heard a long time ago that what goes into the mind comes out in a life, and you have to protect at all costs all of the things that are going in your mind, because what goes into your mind ends up flowing into your subconscious and you end up acting on it. So oftentimes if your mind is saying, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired, then guess what? You're going to be tired. So that's one thing you want to get rid of. Get rid of those thoughts that you constantly say that take you to a bad place. Don't say I'm tired. Say I'm energized, I'm great, I'm fantastic. I can do all things. I'm the picture of success. I am all that I am because of who I am as a child of God. Yes. Say those positive things to yourself. And these are the types of things that will help you to keep going. And I would be remiss, oh yes, I would be remiss if I did not tell you to attend events, and especially attend the 7th Annual Small Business Bootcamp for Women that's coming up on October 20th at the Radisson Hotel in New Rochelle, because it is going to be phenomenal, because you're going to see some people who are on fire, who can help you take your business, take your marketing, take your branding, take your PR, take all of that stuff to the next level, because you want to be in the room, because it is going to go down on October 20th in a way that you have never seen before. You're going to see some phenomenal people who are on fire for their business, and just being around them will help you get on fire too. So make sure you go to www.smallbusinessbootcampforwomen.com and secure your ticket and secure your seat, because you do not want to miss the opportunity to be in the room with these bad entrepreneurs that are making awesome things happen. Because when you are around these types of people, you know that like attracts like. And when you are around these phenomenal women, you are going to get on fire too. It's just common sense. It's just going to happen, because that's the law of attraction, right? The law of attraction says what you think about, you bring about. So if you're thinking about positivity, if you're thinking about getting help to take your business to the next level, when you come to the event, that's exactly what you're going to get. The theme of this year's event is never give up. And that's the topic that I'm talking to you about today. Is never give up. I don't care what type of disappointments you've had. I don't care what has happened in your life before. This is the time. This is the season. This is the time for you to lean in, and not just lean in, jump in. Jump in with both feet. Don't just put in your tippy toe and test the waters. Jump in and get soaking wet so that you can get everything that you need to succeed. You know, success is relative. What's successful to you may not be successful to me. But if there's one thing I know for sure, is that you will never see success if you quit. So please, whatever you do, do not give up. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep doing the daggone thing. Because you never know when that thing is going to end up being the thing that help you go to new heights and places that you never thought that you would see before. So this is Toni Coleman Brown, and I hope that you have enjoyed this message. But I really hope that I will see you at the 7th Annual Small Business Bootcamp for Women. You take care. Signing off. Be well. And don't quit. And remember that in life, you're either learning or winning, but you're never losing. This is Toni Coleman Brown signing off. Make it a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Aim to Win in Business and Life podcast with Tony Coleman Brown. Please visit TonyColemanBrown.com for more information on this episode and get ready to win.